Hello and welcome to the Morning Exhale. I'm Stephanie Gaines-Bryant. Today we're going to begin by talking about why you should practice deep breathing each and every day. Let's start off by reminding you that deep breathing helps you relax. It helps reduce tension. It helps relieve stress. It helps reduce blood pressure. It helps to strengthen the abdominal and intestinal muscles. It helps promote blood flow. It helps to release toxins. That's why you should breathe deeply each and every day. We're going to start off our session today with some deep breathing, and we're going to do what's called Nadi Shodhana breath. Nadi Shodhana is single nostril breathing. So I want you to begin by putting up your thumb and your pinky, and you're going to take your left thumb, bring it into your left nostril. The pattern for Nadi Shodhana is exhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, inhale, switch. So let's begin. We're exhaling out of the right nostril. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. Now begin moving at your own pace. Exhale, inhale, switch. Notice the breath slowing down as you continue to exhale, inhale, switch. Lightly close your eyes if you'd like. When you've completed the next round of exhale, inhale, switch, you can bring your hand down to your knee and resume normal breathing. I want you to notice any subtle changes in your body, any feelings or sensations as a result of the Nadi Shodhana breathing. Just take a moment to notice. Then after your next breath, gently lower your chin down to your chest. Inhale, lifting the head up and back. Allow your jaw to drop. Notice the stretch in the front of your neck. Then exhale once more, chin to chest. Bring your head back up to a neutral position. Turn your head to the right. Then lower your chin towards your shoulder. Breathe into that stretch on the left side of your neck. Inhale, lift your head up, bring it back to center. Let's turn to the other side. Lower your chin towards your shoulder. Breathe. Inhale your head up, bring it back to center. Let's make some circles with your torso. Bring a little bit of movement to the hips and the spine. The next time your torso's facing forward, pause and circle in the other direction. Come to a neutral spine. Let's stretch your right leg out, pressing out with the heel. Inch your fingers down your leg. Lift the opposite arm up and overhead. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring your forearm down. You're lengthening in both directions. Come back to center. Let's do the other side. Stretching your leg out to the side. Inch your fingers down your leg. Lift the opposite arm up and overhead. Inhale, coming back to center. Bring your forearm down. Lift the other arm up and overhead, really lengthening in both directions. Come back up to center. Bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Bring the arms up to V position. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, rounding forward. Using your hands to cup your feet, let your head hang heavy. Sitting up, let's stretch your legs out. Bring your hands behind you, pressing out with your heels. Point your toes. Heels, toes, heels, and toes. Let's press out with your heels. Lift up your leg and circle the ankle. Pause and circle in the other direction. Come to stillness. Let's place that ankle just across your knee. We're going to lift up your foot, cradle your knee, and then we're going to rock right and left. Very good. Come to stillness. Bring that foot across the straight leg. Lengthen your spine. Use the opposite arm to hug your knee. Bring your palm directly behind you. Press into your palm, looking over your shoulder. Breathe. Exhale, untwist. Let's straighten out that leg and work the other side. Hands behind you. Let's lift up the leg and circle your ankle. Pause and circle in the other direction. Then release. Let's take that ankle, bring it across the opposite knee. Use one hand to lift your foot. The other hand cradles the knee. Your spine is long. Let's rock that baby right and left. Very good. Come to stillness. Bring your foot down so the foot crosses over the opposite leg. Let's take your arm, hugging the opposite knee. Bring your palm directly behind you. Pressing into your palm, looking over your shoulder. Breathe. Exhale, untwist. Let's come up to all fours for table pose. Let's make sure your fingers are spread wide. Your shoulders are over your wrists and your hips are over your knees. Let's round your back, chin to chest. Drop that tailbone for cat. Inhale your head up. Drop the abdomen down. Lift the tailbone for cow. So let's do a couple of cat and cows at your own pace, waking up the spine this morning. Very good. Let's come to a neutral spine. Stretch that right leg out, pressing back for a nice calf stretch. Bring the knee back into place. Let's do the other side, pressing back for a nice calf stretch. Bring that knee back into place. Now we're going to press back into child's pose. Sitting back on your heels, stretch your arms out in front of you. Let your head hang. Coming back up into table pose. Curling your back toes under, lift up your knees, press back your heels, straighten out your legs. Pressing the edges of your palms forward as you press down with your heels. Begin bending your right and left knees. The next time your right knee is bent, hold it, pressing down with the left heel. Then let's switch. Bend both knees. Straighten. Then take as many steps as you'd like to walk your feet to your hands. Stay folded forward. I want you to take one hand grabbing onto the opposite elbow. The other hand grabs onto the opposite elbow. Let your head hang. Then let's slowly roll it up, one vertebrae at a time. Very good. Release your hands. Roll those shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let's do that one more time. Rolling the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let's inhale the arms up like you're gathering all the positive energy in the room. Palms together. Soften your knees. Stretch the arms out. Inhale all the way up. Palms together down to your heart center. One more time, soft knees. Stretch the arms out. Let's come into mountain pose. Relax those shoulders away from your ears. Your palms are facing one another. Breathe. Can you press back the thumbs for a slight back bend? Soften the knees. Inhale, coming up. This time, bend your knees, coming into chair position. Then bring your palms to your shins for Uttanasana. Exhale, lower down to ragdoll. Then slowly roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Very good. Let's separate your feet. Just bring your feet about a leg length apart. Very good. Hands on your hips. Let's fold forward, and you're hinging from the hips, so you're not rounding forward. You're folding forward, hinging from the hips. Very good. Breathe. Can you stretch your arms out behind you like you can fly, like you're Superman or woman? The crown of your head is reaching forward. Let's bring your hands down in between your feet. Can you bend into your left knee, coming into a runner stretch? Come back to center. Bend into the other knee, coming into a runner stretch. Come back to center. Can you bend both knees? Straighten. Bring your hands to your hips once more. Inhale, coming all the way up. Pivot that left foot forward. Sweep the arms out to the side. And then you're going to reach your hip like you're reaching for the front of the room. You're pressing your hip out in one direction, reaching your fingers towards the front of the room. Now let's rotate the arms for triangle. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, bend into your front knee. Opening up the arms for warrior two. Breathe. Now we're going to drop the back arm down. Lift the top arm up for reverse warrior. Let's come back to side warrior pose. Bring your forearm down just above your knee. Lift that back arm up and overhead. Bring the bottom arm parallel. Unbend the front knee, coming all the way up. Pivot the foot forward. Let's fold forward once more. Bending into your left knee, coming into that runner's stretch. Come back to center, bending into the other knee, coming into a runner's stretch. Come back to center, hands on your hips once more, crown of your head is reaching forward. Inhale, coming all the way up. So we're going to pivot in the other direction. Sweep those arms out to the side, make sure your torso's perfectly upright. Pressing out with your hip as you reach. Then let's rotate the arms for triangle. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, bend into your front knee. Drop the back arm down. Lift the top arm up for reverse warrior. Come back to side warrior pose. Bring your forearm down just above your knee. Lift that back arm up and overhead. Bring the bottom arm parallel. Inhale, coming all the way up. Pivot the foot forward. Let's bring your hands down in between your feet. Can you lift up the left arm, rotate your rib cage? Then release, lifting up the other arm, rotate the rib cage. Then release. Bring the hands to the hips once more. Inhale, coming all the way up. Very good. Can you heel toe those feet together? Or closer together? Then we're going to come down into goddess pose. So the toes are turned out, your knees are bent, and your arms come to that cactus or field goal position. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, lower down. Bring your forearms down just above your knees. Coming into a squat. Let's lift that right arm up and overhead. Come back to center, lifting the other arm up and overhead. Come back to center, coming back into goddess pose. Inhale, coming all the way up. Interlace your fingers, press the index fingers to the ceiling, relax your shoulders. Tipping over to one side, come back to center, tipping to the other side, come back to center. Bring your palms down to your heart center. Let's come back to the front of your mat. Inhale, coming all the way up. Palms together down to your heart center. Soften your knees. Bring your hands down to frame your feet. Stepping back with one foot, stepping back with the other foot. So we're back at downward dog. Lower your hips, coming into plank position. I want a nice straight line from your heels all the way to the crown of your head. Breathe. Lower the knees, uncurl your toes, pushing back into child's pose. Now let's come on down to your belly. Palms are next to your chest. Elbows are hugged in like chicken wings. Bring those big toes together. Scoop the pelvis. Bring your chin, nose, or forehead down to the mat. Press into your palms, lifting up your chest. Lift up your head for cobra. Slightly tilt your chin toward your throat. Then release. Wiggle your hips right and left. Come to stillness. Bring your forearms down. Interlace your fingers, curl your back toes under, lift up your hips. Let's come down onto your knees. Then we're going to come up into a seated position. Bringing the legs into Sukhasana. Stretch your arms out to the side. You're reaching for each wall in your home. Twisting to one knee, fold forward. I want you to love your knee this morning. Let your head hang as you hug your knee, round your back. Sitting up, stretch the arms out, twisting to the other side, fold forward, hug your knee. Stretch the arms out, sitting up, turn to center, release your hands down. We're going to go into something now called a body scan, where I'm going to ask you to relax each and every part of your body. So you can either be sitting on your yoga mat, you can sit in a chair. I prefer you not to lie in your bed because I don't want you to go back to sleep. But you can also do it in your bed. If you feel comfortable sitting up in your bed or lying back in your bed, that's perfectly fine. So let's begin by bringing your hands to your knees, either palms up or palms down. You can also put the index fingers and the thumbs together. Relax those shoulders. Make sure you're sitting tall with a nice long spine. Let's begin by going inside. Lightly close your eyes. If you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, simply gaze downward. Let's begin relaxing your body, beginning with your toes, your arches and your heels, softening the feet. Let the relaxation climb into your calf muscles, softening the calves, the shins, allowing the relaxation to climb into your knees. Notice the feel of the back of your knees. Softening your kneecaps, allowing the relaxation to flow into your thighs, relaxing the front of your thighs. Just allow your thighs to soften, to relax. Softening the front and the back of the thighs. Let your hips relax. Softening the hips. Allow the relaxation to climb into the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back. Softening the back muscles. Release, letting go. Let the relaxation climb into your abdomen, softening each and every muscle in the abdomen. Let it go. Relaxing the chest. Just notice the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. Notice. Softening the shoulders and the arms. Relaxing each and every finger. Soften those muscles on the sides of your neck. Relax your jaws. Separate your teeth. Notice the feel of your tongue inside of your mouth. Soften your eyelids, your temple. Relax your scalp. Give yourself this time to rest. Notice the feel of total and complete relaxation. Whenever you're ready, begin bringing your awareness back into the room. Bringing small movements to your toes and your fingers. Nodding your head right and left. Bringing your awareness back into the room. Whenever you're ready, lightly open your eyes, letting your eyes greet the light. Know that whenever you want to return to this body scan, you can do so. Thank you so much for joining me for the Morning Exhale. I'm Stephanie Gaines-Bryant. Have a great morning.